kids, this is Cascade. Welcome back to Dustland Delivery. I am going to embark on the new DLC. It is called Sheol. It is hard. I'm a little bit apprehensive because I've been doing one that's kind of normal. I think it's the Haggard Plains that I've been doing. So I'm going to try this new DLC out and see how it goes. So we're going to select Sheol here, and I'm going to go back and forth between my normal Dustland Delivery and this one right here. So for story reasons, this map must be played in hero mode, so I'm going to try to do that. So like I said, I'm a little bit afraid. I kind of like to just play in normal levels, but I've played this enough to hopefully I can survive past the first episode. So we're playing Dustland Delivery Sheol. Please hit like and subscribe. And here is where I get to choose a character. First of all, it goes right to hero mode. Okay, and here's my truck. I'm gonna go ahead and get my truck first. You've got your hull, you got your comfort, your maximum load, your power, your fuel use, and your maximum crew. What I'm interested in most of all is the fuel use, because if it's high, like this one right here, this one's got a better hull, and it's not as comfortable. It carries more, and it has still 4 crew members, but it uses a ton of fuel. So we've got this one, which looks like it's more comfortable, but the same amount of fuel, has power of 8. This one is the lowest power, it's the lowest hull, it's the, I think, maybe lowest comfort. Let me go back one. Yeah, no, it is not the lowest comfort. So I'm going to go with this one right here. It uses only 8 fuel. Let me see, this one uses 8 fuel as well, but only holds 2 crew members, has higher power. The comfort level is better, but only holds 2 crew members. I think I'm gonna go with this one right here. So I got to pick a character here. So if I look at this guy, he's pretty balanced. I mean, he's got an attack of 6, he's got a virtue of 10, and everything else is pretty, speech of 10. So let's go to the next person, and we've got this female merchant here, and you can see she's really high on speech. Her attack is pretty weak. She's got pretty good virtue, pretty good hunting, pretty smart. So let's take a look at the different ones. This guy's got a really good attack for starting out. He's got good focus. Speech is not bad. Virtue's kind of low. That kind of is scary to me, because if you get some people on with higher virtues, they don't match up too well. Let's go to the next one. And this guy has a very low attack, has high speech, high intellect, pretty high virtue, and hunting is pretty good. So let's see what we want to do. We've got this adventurer, female, and she's got good attack, pretty good crafting, pretty good intellect. Virtue's really, really low. That's kind of concerning. Her hunting is good, she's a lone wolf, a recluse, a troublemaker, and a homophile. She's a female, and she likes female. Next. Okay, we got the sharpshooter guy, and he's a heavy drinker. Ooh, that's kind of concerning. So don't like him. We've got this robot. Now, the good thing about this guy is, he's a male robot, but he likes females. This guy might be good, and the reason why is I don't think he needs any food to eat. Here are the supplies that this guy would come with, and the relationships. So this guy is a possibility right here. Let's see what his virtue is. So he's not bad right here. And we've got a infected guy that we could get, has good attack, has no virtue whatsoever, so I'm not going to choose this guy. And let's go next, and we're getting back to our original guy, and I think I'm going to go with this dude right here. just because, let me go back to the robot just to kind of look at what this guy has. This guy has very little fuel, rations not that great, scrap not that great. He has some pretty good equipment here, and relations are decent. Okay, let's go back to the robot guy again. He has kind of low relationships with different areas. He's got some pretty good equipment, and he's got good fuel here. No clout. Okay, let's go to this guy right here. I'm gonna go with this guy, the runner, and we will confirm him. That is our dude. I don't even know his name. Please enable hero mode before starting. I'm ready, and here we go with Sheol. In the darkness you hear a muffled sound. You're yet to open your eyes, but you can feel a warm liquid trickling down your leg. Reaching down, you feel an object sticking out of your thigh. A sudden wave of pain washes over you. Geez, that stings. Runner, you were wounded. Your driver is wounded. Switch drivers or heal their wounds. Understood? It takes a lot of effort, but you manage to tear off the mask obscuring your vision. You appear to be in a cab of some sort of truck. Things are still blurry. You can make out windows riddled with bullet holes, a smashed up trailer, another truck that's been damaged beyond recognition apparently from a head-on collision with your own. The truck looks as if it was designed by a madman. You recognize the object stuck in your thigh, a steel bar violently ejected from the cab of the other truck, has smashed through your windshield like a javelin and has pinned you to the spot. Who am I? Where am I? Your truck hull takes minus 50 damage. You try to think clearly, but your mind is blank. The sheer force of the accident has caused you to lose your memory. Grimacing through the pain, you pulled the steel bar through your thigh. Luckily, it hasn't gone through any arteries. You patch yourself up and staunch the bleeding. The pain resonates through you from head to toe. All you can do is sit there and try to clear your thoughts, but you can't think of any explanation for your current situation. Search yourself for clues. You pat yourself down and discover a few things. A thoroughly bloodied ID card. It could be yours, but you can't make out any other information. A notebook. The front bears an inverted purple triangle, and the pages are filled with notes and formulas that you can't make head or tail of. You find nothing else. We're going to look inside. Looking around, you notice the truck's fuel tank is leaking. We've lost almost 1,000 fuel. We're down to 0. Looking in the distance, you see smoke billowing on the horizon in a number of places. Maybe you should check them out. It's time to move. Luckily, there's an intact jerry can in your trailer with a little bit of fuel left, but only a little bit. So we got 100 fuel right now, and it looks like we got us a task now. So we've got to investigate wreckage 4, wreckage 3, wreckage 2, wreckage 1. So let's see where they're at, and they are all located exactly where I am at. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make way to wreckage number 1. Let me close this off. I am wounded. You know what? I'm going to see if I can heal myself. I do have a med kit and I have some ointment. I'm going to see if this ointment will work. Heal with ointment, success rate 75%. And spend some time in the runner. Your wounds aren't looking any better. Oh, that's terrible. Let's go ahead and just go to get a med kit, and this will heal me up. The treatment seems to be working. Runner's wounds are looking better. My guy's name is Barack. I'm going to change his name to, instead of Barack, I'm going to call him Brock. B-R-O-C-K. Brock is your name. I used to have a friend a long time ago named Brock. So he's a little bit stressed right now, a little bit hungry. Let's see if he's got any gear here. Let's get him a beanie. I'm gonna equip this for him, and you know what? Yeah, we'll get that for him. Let's see, any body armor? No. Let's see, how about melee? We'll take this club. And how about attachments? No. And how about a gun? A musket. we will equip. Don't know if I have any ammo, but I'm assuming I probably have some ammo. Yes, I have 100 up here. So here we go. We are gonna head out to our first place, so off we go. We're gonna try to make it and hopefully get some loot. We've got 1,000 scrap. We've got only 84 fuel, so let's confirm this. You arrive at the source of smoke. To your surprise, there's only a single truck there. The smoke isn't coming from the wreckage, after all, but from a bonfire that somebody has lit. Ooh, I'm a little wary here, so I want to approach the bonfire. You approach the bonfire and catch sight of an old bearded man wearing the same clothes as you and holding a metal pipe over his flames. As the pipe turns red hot, the bearded man presses it against one of his wounds, cauterizes it. Hey man, you okay? The old man notices your presence. His previously despondent eyes suddenly light up. You're alive, he exclaims. I can't believe it. I thought I was the only one. He coughs again. Do we know each other? What do you mean, do we know each other? The old man's joyful surprise quickly turns to shock, and he begins coughing violently, spitting out blood. You notice that the blood is black. Take it easy, old-timer. Ooh, that's a bad sign. Listen, I don't have much time, says the old man before launching into another coughing fit. He gazes at you. The life is clearly fading from his eyes, but you can still see his determination. Those blankety blank blank. Please tell me everything you can. The old man is so weak he can barely finish a complete sentence, but you catch a few phrases. Headquarters, New Daenerys, Underground City, Acadia Station, and specimens. By the end, he can no longer speak. He points towards a truck trailer, then slumps forward on the floor, no longer moving. Look where he's pointing. You look where the old man was pointing. Inside the trailer, you see two children staring right back at you. If you're not mistaken, they must be the specimens the old man was talking about. The older child is a boy, stands protective and alert in front of the younger girl. Looking you in the eyes, you smile awkwardly. Figure out what to do next. A trucker has joined. Oh, we've got another crew member, it looks like. Yeah, figure out what your next step is. Probably better to move than trying to remember whatever it is you forgot. For example, how do you get to New Daenerys? While you think it over, you might as well check the old guy's truck for any useful items. Alright, let's check the truck. The old guy's truck is pretty much empty except for a few chunks of meat wrapped up in paper. Gross. So I got 10 infected meat. Let's try to find some fuel. Okay, you pop open the fuel tank, and to your luck, it looks like there's a fair amount still in there. Got 2,000 fuel. I got plenty of fuel. Let's check the tires. You take off the tires only to find that the hubcaps are busted. They won't be of any use to you. So yeah, you figured out your next step is probably a better move than trying to remember whatever it is that you forgot. For example, how do you get to New Daenerys? While you think it over, you might as well check the old guy's truck for any use. Oh, I did that. Let's look in the cab, though. Opening the cab, your heart soars as you come across a notebook left behind by the old guy, full of useful information. Let's go. I'll read it later. As the Dustland stretch out endlessly beyond you, you realize that you're still not where you're supposed to. You're still not sure what you're supposed to do. Might as well take a look through the old man's notebook. Flip through the notebook. The cover page bears an inscription, "Long live mankind." The handwriting is nearly illegible, and it takes a lot of effort to decipher it. Well, who am I? You flip through the pages and find no information about yourself. After all, you don't even know your own name. But as luck would have it, the front page contains information about the old guy. My name is Brock. Employee number 346, phlebotomy department, security team. The rest of it is illegible. So we are part of a research facility. The cover, okay, so I read that. Who are these kids? You can't find a single thing about them, which strikes you as odd. The old man seemed like kind of a guy who'd write everything down, right? What did he mean by underground? Field operations team memo. Due to a wave of infected attack, cities on the surface have been essentially abandoned. Remaining survivors have retreated underground. Currently, the old subway system entrances are our connection to the surface. Warning, do not approach these surface cities unless strictly necessary. There's a subway system. The cover, okay. Maybe he kept a diary. Most of his day-to-day accounts of the old man's life and security guard, but some of the later pages catch your eye. What's this at the end? Day 30, hit by the Dust Wolf raid. Convoy has been almost completely wiped out. Security team number 3 fought to the end. Team number 4 tried to draw their fire in order to protect the specimens. They're all dead too. I got hit pretty bad. It's not my own death that bums me out. It's the fact that mankind is looking extinction straight in the eyes. At least team number 1 got away along with their Dr. White. As long as Dr. White's still alive, maybe there's still hope for a happy ending, even if I won't be around to see it. Dr. White, who is that? Dr. White seems important, but who is he and where is he now? Maybe he kept a diary. Let's see about Dr. White. On the back page of the notebook, you find a map. Dr. White's name is written at the top, and 3 locations have been circled in red pen. Acadia Station. The old man mentioned this place, so it must be important. You seem to note along with it. 2 New Teneris. Acadia Station might be New Teneris. Center for Disease Control. The old man circled the place and has written preparations important next to it. What does that mean? Okay, that looks like a good place to get loot. And headquarters. There is no note next to this one, but the name is long enough to convince you of its significance. Okay, so we got some more task over here. The little red button, or little red light is blinking there. Dr. White has to be in one of these places. For the time being, you decide that your main objective right now is to find Dr. White. Okay, you close the notebook. At least now we have a goal. Let's go. So let's check it out with these tasks. So we got headquarters, we got disease control, we got Acadia Station. But you know what I think I want to do is investigate these wrecks. Some more of these wrecks. This is the closest one, which is Acadia Station. So let's go right over here. I want to investigate here. Wreck number 2, there aren't many supplies left here. Okay, let's go ahead and go to number 2 here and see what we can find. So we are off. I've got the little boy and the little girl. They're both pretty happy. We're going to see if we can get some supplies. And you arrive at a smoke-filled stretch of road. Find a number of trucks strewn across it. Some of them look like yours. Others look like the madman's truck. They're all riddled with bullet holes. It seems this was one of the scenes of intense battle. We're going to take a look. Let's see. There's no sound from any of the bodies. They're definitely dead. Some of them were wearing clothes that look like a lot like yours. Maybe they were your companions. Others are clad in garish garb. They're probably the ones that attacked you. Let's search our companions' corpses. And they might have been your companions, but they've got to survive somehow. If you're going to figure out who they are, you rifle through their pockets and find a few boxes of medicine, some ID cards. From the look of it, they were medical personnel. Oh, so I got a medical kit. Okay, we're gonna search the enemy's corpses now. If these guys killed your friends, then looting their corpses is the least they deserve. You pick a fair amount of ammo. Okay, got some ammo. Let's bury the companions. I think that's the good thing to do. Even if you don't remember them, they were your friends. You can't leave them like this. May they rest in peace. As you're figuring out how to bury the bodies, you hear a sudden movement. You turn to discover that they aren't dead after all. You might not remember much, but you know what the infected look like. You're staring straight at them. I'm gonna try to kill them. This might not be a good idea. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna bring them in. I do have some ammo. Bring them in kind of close, and I'll hit a volley. Oh, I think I can melee them. I'm gonna have to. Okay, we won that battle. We got some experience point. The infected are too many in number. Each time you kill one, another one takes its place. You decide to make a hasty retreat, picking up a discarded fuel can off the floor along the way. Why can't I catch a break today? So I got some fuel. let's see, where do we want to go next? Let's see, pull up the map, reset. Let's head here, and we're trying to pick up. Ooh, my hull needs some repairing. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop, and I am going to camp, and I'm gonna sleep because Brock is really tired, and everybody's kind of needing some water. Don't give alcohol to the little ones. Oh, I've got a lot of rations, so you know what? She doesn't need to eat right now. He needs some water. He looks pretty good. Get you some water, and everybody looks pretty good. Let's check our truck out. Check tires, repair. Let's see if I can repair the hull. Let's see, it's gonna cost, how many scraps do I have? It's got 1,000. So let's spend, oh gosh, that's a lot. Let's spend 300 and confirm that and get the hull kind of in better shape. Now it's at 78 out of 100. Tires look good. Okay, we are looking good now. I don't know what that noise is. We're gonna set out and investigate wreckage number 4. You arrive at the source of smoke and encounter wreckage spread all over. Number of bodies strewn across the ground. It's a grim sight. Take a closer look. You notice there are arguably 2 types of wreckage here. Some are ordinary truck parts, very similar to your own. The rest look like parts from a bizarre looking truck that you collided with. Okay, you're low on supplies. As you size up the trucks, wondering whether they might contain anything of value, you hear a faint groan in the distance. The flames of the wreckage are growing larger. The oil is spreading across the ground. Whatever you do, you better do it quick. Search for supplies. Gosh, I'm gonna search for supplies. You find a half tank of fuel. Okay, that's good. Okay, one of the trucks seems almost intact and still filled with goods. It must have been a supply run. Not far away, you hear an explosion. One truck is already gone. You don't have much time left. Save the food, save the medicine, save the scrap. I'm gonna save the medicine. Got 3 med kits. That's really good. You realize that you're desperately low on supplies. You see, okay, read that already. Tried to find the survivors. I'm gonna get the heck out of here. That was a close one. Okay, so let's set out again. And we've reached our destination. Let's see, why don't we go here? And let's see, reset. And we're gonna head here. This is part of the main story. This is wreckage number 3. Yeah, we're gonna head there and see what we can find. Okay, and you look through your binoculars and spot an oasis in the distance. Nope, I'm gonna move on. Don't wanna mess with the oasis right now. Let's see if I can stop and fish. I think I'm gonna fish for 30 minutes. Who am I gonna fish with? Everybody's pretty crummy. I'll try it with Brock and see what he can do. Fish on. Try to reel it in. And it's not that great. Whoa, I need to get my fishing skills up here. I got 20 scallop. You know what? I'm going to try to get out of here right now. Let's go ahead and set out. And Brock is pretty tired. I'm going to stop. Oh, wow. I'm going to rest a little bit. Okay, let's watch the sunrise. That'll help with my stress reduction. So, and Brock's the only one that's kind of stressed out right now. So, let's set out. Here we go. Okay, we are at task number 3, or site number 3. You arrive at a smoke-filled area and find a number of still intact trucks. They might even have something inside. Problem is, the area is also filled with shambling humanoid creatures. You remember what they are. Infected. I'm sorry, we're going to have to get out of here. Can't take any chances this early on. And let's see where we're at. We are right in the middle of the swamp. We're trying to get to Acadia Station. Let me reset this. And I think what I'm going to do is head right for Acadia Station. Let's depart and see what happens. Ooh, everybody is in bad shape. I'm going to stop right now. Not bad shape, but Brock is really tired. I can't camp here. I can't believe it. Okay, let's set out. I'm going to make this little youngin' drive, this little kid. So now I got a new driver. And he's getting tired. I'm going to make the little lady drive. Set driver. And let's see if we can stop. We're going to have to rest a little bit. And yeah, the chance of the infected is low. I'm going to go ahead and drink some water and get something to eat for my people. Young girl, what is her name? Erin, that's a good name. I'm going to keep that name. We'll have some water and we'll eat a ration. And what is this young lad's name? Lucian. No, I don't like that name. I'm going to call him Larry. Let's see. Let's call him Larry. Larry boy. Okay. So we'll confirm this. And we got Larry boy here. And he is just a child. Actually, he's got half decent defense. He's got really high speech. What is the girl's characteristic? She's got high speech too. Intellect and virtue are high. Intellect and virtue are high. I wonder if these people grow up. I don't know. I'm going to end the episode right here. This is Dustland Delivery Sheol, which is a Hebrew word for the underworld. So I'm going to stop it right here. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, I hope your day is a great one.